Shit, let me see. My name is Dre Gaines. 39 years old. Just got 3 years ago from the Mid-State Federal Penitentiary. You know what I mean? On some false accused charges. When I was up there, I looked for a little robot, really. As they would say, you know what I'm saying? 10 minutes away, homie. Well, right over the hill, or they would say too. Also, you know what I mean? Right by the Home Depot. That's the first stop. It only took me a year just to get in there at Mid-State Prison. It took me a day and a half to find the robot in the gas chamber. What you would say, Amara, or Agent Religious Real, as a suicidal gas chamber law. You know, like a steel foot goddamn terrorist, they would say. That's what they say. Metal jacket terrorist, better. That's what they would say. Also could say, they say he got his ass whooped. You know what I mean? Let me see. A tackle, about 5 punches in the rib, slam on the table. He tried to hold me down, couldn't. You know what I mean? They would say a barrel roll. Nah, that's what y'all call it. I ain't no goddamn Jackie Chan. I ain't doing backflips. You know what I'm saying? You know, roughing them up. You know, choking them out. He bumped his head on the TV. Oh my God, that shit is so fucking like, yeah, squaring up. You know what I mean? Patching in the eye, as you would say. Also, they say he get big. He say he got big enough to get kneed in the stomach, a flying knee. That's what I would say too. He got so big that he got another choke out, throwing some noodles in the damn shower. You know what I'm saying? You gotta shower up 3 a day. If you don't, you scared. You know what I mean? He out here talking about chess and goddamn cornhole and all that ping pong and whatnot. And you know the funniest part about it? What the fuck a robot out there doing faking his death if you wasn't fucking scared? You all under the damn table and stuff. Goddamn doing goddamn lifts and shit. What the hell you doing under the table? You know what I mean? Off the rip, I was like, what the fuck wrong with this hoe? You know what I mean? Got me even mad just for even goddamn faking his death. Mind you, I had to walk 2,300 miles away from damn Miami to Georgia just to find this food. Then I had to steal a damn car, drive a day and a half just to damn go out there. Mind you, I'm doing down there 90 to 100 miles trying to find this food. You know what I mean? After I got my damn blood sample shot in the damn leg about 8 years before that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still doing my little thing, working out, playing basketball, dunking, you know, every little exercise, a little more they could say. As I would say, lifting, you know, all that. They still managed to walk out and do the same thing. I don't know. Found Adam Silver with his head down in the office in a gray suit with some invisible and red, singing church songs and stuff. Maybe everybody ain't made for it. I don't know. Or someone would have panicked. Me, I just took a seat for 5 minutes. I had other things to do. Walked right by me and say nothing. They was singing like a lullaby. I just kept going, left the door. You know, it's just how life is. You know what I mean? 8 years later, I done found him laying under the goddamn table faking his death. You know what I mean? Every week I had to try to whoop his ass just for the fuck of it, just for even sending me out there. You know what I mean? Things get a little physical. He ain't getting nothing but a zero, really. You know, I got my little squeeze. I let him get his little squeeze on. You know, I try to let him feel a little wanted. But he ain't even do nothing, just a little giggle laugh. You know, I got up and was like, I see you do it again. He ain't even come back in the room. Talking about lock in, I ain't closed the door or nothing. I was sitting for him waiting to come back in. You know, back down from who? Not that shit either. You know what I mean? As high as it gonna get, probably 14, 15 feet. The wide is it gonna get? I don't know. Not wide enough. You gonna come in there black and white with his shirt off, all type of shit. You know they say a steel jacket, goddamn terrorist in black and white. They ain't still civil. And you got the termite in there. You know, he ain't bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be on the third floor. White boy, he on the first floor on the phone. Courtroom, that's on the second floor. If you make it to the top, roof the palm, you're gonna go to court. You know, as you get to goddamn Canandaigua, you're gonna goddamn have a blue room with somebody at the booth at the front damn side door. And you gonna go to court by 6, 7 times, maybe 5. If you make it out of there, that's on the 4th floor. You know, and then when you get out, after that, you're gonna go on here and you just gonna go to the little building in the front. Make sure you run out. You say you ain't on escape. You know, you might do 2, 3, maybe 4 years in there state. You're gonna get in a fight if you don't fight back. They're gonna try to rough you up, but most likely when you come in there, you gotta rough them up like I did. You know what I mean? If you rough them up, they're gonna keep roughing you up. You got your indoor gym, 3 goddamn weight rooms, you got your library, you know what I'm saying? You got your 5 cooked meals, 2 weeks of different meals. You know? Hey, me, I was just relaxing, drawing, you know, sticking to myself. Simple like that. Most people, I don't know. They was in there getting their ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people, you know, who ain't fight back, they're gonna give you some hot dogs and hamburgers on the celebration. Oh, don't forget the big boom. Marcy Prison could hear that. You know, you got the 3 Explorers, you got all black. Oh yeah, them boys in black and gold. You got your SRT-8, you got your Hellcat, Charger, you got your 3 black Explorers, you got your black and silver Tahoe, you got your white Explorer riding around, talking about public safety. Hey, you got some everything. Oh, don't forget the 3 electric gates. If you can escape that, you're gonna be a military star. That's what they said. Yeah, a military star walking inside the prison. That's what your ass gonna be. Your ass gonna be a lightning bolt for real. Not no mobile electric chair. You're gonna be a high power goddamn silver gold star. I'm just letting you know. Oh, don't forget the bars when you're going out. They call that the Purple Heart. If you can make it over it,